Parashat Terumah, or building a home for God. The Jews are to build a Mishkan, a portable sanctuary for God's presence. The Jews are to willingly contribute materials, metals, yarns, stones, oil, spices. God shows Moses the blueprint of the sanctuary. The Mishkan shall hold the golden ark, which contains the 10 Commandments. The Mishkan shall also contain a table, menorah, coverings, basin, altars, and more. The building of the Mishkan, the portable sanctuary, begins with the most important piece of all, the Aron, the ark. Here's the verse. They shall make an ark of acacia wood, cover it with pure gold, cover it inside and out. That the ark should be covered on the outside with gold makes perfect sense, for beautiful things should look beautiful. But the inside? Why waste gold on the inside, someplace no one will ever open and see? The Talmud answers this question. It says we're not just talking about a physical box. We're talking about a model for each of us. Because each of us has an inside and an outside. And they should be, like the ark, the same. Our insides should match our outside. Toho kivaro. In other words, we should be honorable in private and honorable in public. We should talk about being ethical and actually be ethical. We should be the opposite of hypocrites. We should be more like Rabbi Noach Muraf, also known as the Craigslist Rabbi. The story circulated a couple years ago where this man and his wife bought a used desk on Craigslist for $150. But it was too big to fit through the door all at once, and so they took it apart. And when they did so, they discovered this bag, and inside the bag was $98,000 in cash. Obviously, the owner had forgotten that her inheritance was in that desk. But for Rabbi Muraf, there really wasn't a choice. He picked up the phone, he called the owner, and he gave her back the sum in full. I want to share with you a quote, both from Rabbi Muraf and from the owner. The rabbi said, "Both my wife and I were raised as Orthodox Jews. We feel strongly that honesty is always the way to go. We're commanded to do so in the Torah. In addition to that, there's the idea of putting yourself in the other person's shoes. How would you feel if you were the one losing the money?" So the rabbi really didn't have a choice. Instead, his ethical reflex, his ethical muscle was so strong that it was just automatic. And here's the quote from the owner. She says, "Dear Noah, I cannot thank you enough for your honesty and integrity. I do not think there are too many people in the world that would have done what you did by calling me. I do like to believe that there are still good people left in this crazy world we live in. You certainly are one of them. I feel this will happen to each of us." Okay, not finding $98,000 in cash for sure, but finding something that doesn't really belong to us, with no one else watching. Maybe it's extra cash from an ATM. Or maybe it's finding a wallet that people generally don't expect to get back. It's not difficult to know the right thing to do. The challenge is to have the courage to actually do it. Let the ark and the idea of inside-outside, toho kavaro, be our model, to talk about the right thing and to do it.